Hello everyone and welcome to our channel.
In today's video, we're spending 4 nights at what many claim to be the best moderate price resort on the Strip.
So get ready to party like a rock star as we take you to Planet Hollywood Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Along the way, we're going to show you as much as we can, including a room tour, our thoughts on the resort's dining, their casino, and so much more.
So be sure to stick around for this fabulous episode of
James and Paul Try It All.
Alright guys, one of the best things about staying at Planet Hollywood is the Miracle Mile shops, and located just steps away from the casino floor inside the Miracle Mile shops is an ABC store. Now if you're not familiar with what an ABC store is, they are a chain of convenience stores found throughout many places on the Las Vegas Strip and downtown. Inside you can get soda, snacks, liquor, personal goods, all at a very reasonable rate, especially compared to what you might pay inside a resort gift shop.
So here at the ABC stores, it's only $3.75 for a huge bottle of Aquafina. We're gonna pick up a few and take it back up to the room.
Coming soon to the Miracle Mile shops is the Miracle Eats food hall. Due to open in winter of 2024, some of the notable eateries will include a strip location of Tacotarian, another location of Dave's Hot Chicken and Lobster Me, as well as newcomers like LA's Fat Sal's and New York's Carnegie Pizza. The Miracle Mile shops also feature many shops and eateries geared towards guests with a moderate budget. The offering of stores is not much different than your standard local shopping mall. Miracle Mile also has Ocean One, which features a $5.99 deal during lunch, as well as cocktails at 3 for $12. However, while it is cheap, we have heard mixed reviews on the quality, so dine at your own risk. We do, however, recommend breakfast at either Blondie's or La Salsa Cantina, which we featured in our 5 cheap breakfast video, and we will mention more about them later on in this video. Overall, Miracle Mile shops being located steps from your room makes Planet Hollywood a more convenient option compared to other strip properties.
So one thing I do want to say is if you are at any type of Caesars property and you have a diamond status, make sure to go ahead and swipe your card on the promo kiosk. They do have that high roller benefit and promo. Go ahead and get your free high roller tickets. It is totally worth it. You can use that little voucher to upgrade for about $25 a ticket to the happy half hour. Now what that gets you is it gets you the ability to drink as much as you want while you're on the high roller, which when compared to the cost of casino drinks, it's a steal.
The casino at Planet Hollywood is very easy to navigate and features a lot of the newer slot machines. Just like every other casino in Las Vegas, they have all the standards found at nearly every strip casino. One unique thing we did notice was a few banks of older 3-reels by the Gordon Ramsay burger at the 25-cent denom. While they do keep the vibe up with loud music, I will say this about the casino: the table games are bad. They have 6 and 8 deck blackjack paying out 6 to 5 and 000 roulette. Minimums are around $15 or $25, but some of the tables will have continuous shuffle machines and low odds on craps. While this is not uncommon among the rest of the strip, if you are like me and love tables but prefer a fairer game, this could put a damper on the fun. That being said, I was able to lose a few hundred on this trip at the $25 double deck table that was hand shuffled and paid 3 to 2. So on a busy night, they may have a diamond in the rough, but always check the rules and ask when in doubt. The casino also offers a sportsbook and bar with quick access to Pin-Up Pizza. Let's check them out.
Alright, after getting settled in at the Planet Hollywood, we are going to check out one of our favorite dining spots here. That's going to be Pin-Up Pizza. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a monstrous slice. These are big. Are you okay with the big meat?
You want to? We have other share?
I mean, or we can just each get our own.
For that.
Let's do that.
That's some good pizza tossing skills, man.
This place takes a big.
I have worked in many a pizza restaurant and I've tossed a lot of pizza. That's some good skill, especially when they're that big. That's hard. Like, I can do like an 18-inch pizza without an issue, but something this big I would probably lose control.
Yeah.
Alright folks, we just got our pizza from Pin-Up Pizza. We're sitting down the sportsbook here at Planet Hollywood. I went with the margarita pizza. It looks delightful. There's fresh mozzarella. It looks like a assortment of tomatoes on there, some basil. Now, these, as Paul said, are monstrous slices. They're kind of thin, so it kind of evens out. As you can see, it's a very thin slice, but usually they're very tasty. So let's give it a shot. That's great. The crust is So it's very flavorful. It's got a nice little bit of salt to it. It's yeasty and delicious. The fresh mozzarella is creamy and again salty, super yummy. I'd recommend the Margarito if you'd like something a little bit more traditionally Italian, less traditionally American pizza.
Now I went with the Mega Meat Pizza. Now this is also a monstrous slice. One thing to keep in mind about this pizza is it is $13.99 plus tax. So you're only going to pay a lot for a slice of pizza here. But look at how big this is. I think it is well worth the $13.99. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. I can already see it's quite greasy. If you caught any of our original pizza videos, you will know that we did try pinup pizza prior. It was a great slice, but I would say it was middle of the road. It's not going to be completely mind-blowing like other ones that you may have tried elsewhere, but it does fit the spot and it fits just what you need. And for $13.99, this is a pretty large slice, so I think it's a really good value. The pepperoni has a nice bite to it. It does need a little bit more seasoning to the sausage. So do go into this knowing that you're basically paying for a pepperoni pizza with a pretty mid slice of sausage on it. So all in all, for a nice midday snack, I would recommend Pinup Pizza.
Or late night snack.
They are open late night. That is a great option. And with that, let's get to more Planet Hollywood.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, if you're enjoying today's video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released. These small actions may not seem like much to you, but they really help our channel grow and help us be seen by more people just like you.
Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Now, we said we would touch base on cheap breakfast options, and here we are. At the Miracle Mile shops, we were surprised by both La Salsa Cantina and Blondie's. Both of these places were featured in our 5 cheap breakfast video, which can be seen on the channel. For further details on our thoughts, a link to that video will be in the description. While we were not expecting much out of a cheap breakfast special, we were surprised by the taste and overall quality. Outside of the breakfast specials, both restaurants do feature menu items under $20 per plate. So for a cheaper breakfast option on the Strip, Planet Hollywood has you covered. Please be aware that between the time we released the video and now, La Salsa Cantina has increased the price on the breakfast special. Now, as for dining, Planet Hollywood has way too much dining to cover in one video. But if you want a steakhouse, there's Strip House on the 2nd floor above the casino, P.F. Chang's and Yolo's Mexican Grill also off the casino floor. And for a cheap eats option, Earl of Sandwich. But let's visit past James and Paul as they show off Gordon Ramsay Burger.
Tonight we'll be eating dinner at the Gordon Ramsay Burger in Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas, Nevada. Alrighty guys, our onion rings have arrived and they look delicious. They are absolutely covered in Parmigiano Reggiano. First off, the onion rings have a great flavor. The onion's nice and sweet. The Parmigiano Reggiano adds a little bit of nuttiness, and a little bit of extra saltiness. These are good onion rings. All right, guys, our burgers have just arrived. I went with the 24-hour burger, which is going to be braised short rib, red-eye barbecue sauce, white cheddar cheese, pickled shallots, arugula, and candied bacon. Oh, I also forgot cold brew vinaigrette. I'm afraid to pick this guy up. I almost feel like this is a fork and knife for here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The beef is high quality. It's so beefy. And also the short rib. Easily taste that wonderful, rich, fatty short rib flavor on there. Really solid first bite impression. Would hands down already recommend this burger. And that's only the first bite.
Okay, I decided to go all in on that truffle with that truffle burger. Now, this burger contains truffle tremor cheese, truffle butter, bacon, frisee, and truffle aioli, and there's even a fried egg inside. So this might be a little messy, but let's go ahead and give it a taste. It already smells very truffly.
I can smell it from over here.
So everything is well balanced in this burger. The beef is juicy. Obviously the egg is juicy, as you can clearly see. The frisee gives it a nice little crunch. And the bacon is crisped perfectly, so it just creates a perfect texture as you bite into this burger.
All right, guys. Now on to the fries. Let's go in for the curry ketchup. That's a solid curry ketchup, which is actually, from what I understand, a very popular thing in the UK. We don't really have it here in the US that often, but I know I've had it before, and that's delightful.
Okay, so I decided to get some truffle parmesan fries with my burger. So You can clearly see there's plenty of Parmesan. Let's put some truffle aioli on this and go all in on that truffle.
Be kicked in the face with truffle.
That is delightful. Now, if you're not the hugest truffle fan, you probably won't like this. But if you are, you will be in heaven right now. And that's all I can say.
All right, guys, we're going to enjoy these, and we'll be back for more in just a moment.
If you want to grab a drink, there's no shortage of places to do so at Planet Hollywood. There's the Extra Lounge right near Gordon Ramsay Burger, and in the center of the casino, the brand new Glass Bar. However, this wouldn't be a hotel video without a room tour. So let's head up to our room and show you our ultra hip King room.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to our room here at Planet Hollywood. Now, before we start, I'm just gonna get it right out of the way. I'm impressed. This room is very sleek and modern feeling, definitely feels very geared towards the millennial age range. Let's not waste any time. We've got the bathroom. My favorite place to start the room tour. Let's check it out. I feel like this is gonna be where we have to start the bathroom because immediately as you walk in, you are greeted by a very large soaking tub. This is a gorgeous feature here and something that most of strip properties do not feature, at least not ones that are more budget friendly. There's also a fairly decently sized walk-in shower with actual shelves to store like your products, which is great because we just came from another strip property that had nothing like that. So already huge step up. We've got a nice big vanity mirror with frosted glass, backlit, very soft lighting, but huge mirror. Definitely a great asset for those of you who spend time primping and preening. Toilet's gonna be in its own little water closet here. It's a nice big size toilet. Seems to work pretty well. I've already given a test flush, but just for the camera. Nothing crazy, but definitely seems to do the trick. All right, guys, let's check out the rest of the room. Now, right outside the bathroom, we are met with this lovely wall art of what looks like to be an Abercrombie & Fitch model staring at you with his glaring, stern bedroom eyes there. It's sexy, it's fun, I love it. Coming into the main portion of the room, we have this long desk area here for laying out your things, doing a little work if you need to, but here's the real gem of this particular station here. In here, we have an actual cooler. Keep in mind, this is not technically a mini fridge. This is great for keeping beverages cold, maybe some leftovers at a reasonably safe temperature, but I would not eat anything that you've left in there for too long, if I'm being honest. Beyond that, got 3 big drawers for storing stuff. Actually, these are really big for hotel drawers. So already really impressed. Continuing on, the room itself doesn't have a closet, but what it does have is a nice, big, pretty cool looking wardrobe. So inside the wardrobe, you've got all your closet standards you find in a hotel. You have your iron, you have your ironing board, you've got your luggage rack, and you've got your hotel safe. And it looks like you've got another drawer just in case you need it. I do want to point out that like a lot of hotels in Vegas will have a full-length mirror somewhere along the wall. This room does not, but instead, inside the wardrobe, you've got a full-length mirror to use as you're getting ready to go out for the night. All right, ladies and gentlemen, turning our attention to the television in the room, there is on-demand services. And one thing we want to specifically point out, which admittedly is not found in every Vegas Strip property, but some, they do have an on-demand section devoted entirely to adult entertainment, with such classics as Bang Bros, Ripe and Juicy, word I will not say on the YouTube channel, and Latina Bikini Threesomes. And for those of you who are in our family, we do even actually have an all-men package as well, for all of your, let's be honest, gay male adult needs. Actually fairly reasonably priced. We kind of already took a peek. It's like $29.99 to rent, which I'm gonna say that's not a bad price because I've seen some rip-offs. We totally will not be purchasing any adult entertainment at all. Turning our attention over to the other side of the room, we've got this lovely little chaise lounge-esque with an ottoman, a cute little table. Nice, I love it. They definitely make you feel very comfortable here and they give you a lot of amenities. Moving over, we've got the bed. Nice, glorious king-size bed, 4 decently sized pillows. They're not the biggest pillows, but they're fairly standard sized pillows. None of those tiny little cheap pillows here. The bed is soft, but firm. I personally would probably not purchase a mattress this soft, but I have no issue sleeping on it. I think my husband, though, is going to love it. I've already kind of taken a lay down on it. It's comfy. Linens are, your fairly standard hotel linens. They're soft, they're nice, there's nothing wrong with them. No scratchy hotel blankets here. Another thing we do want to point out is that Planet Hollywood seems to actually be in the year 2024 and does give you a decent amount of outlets and or charging options. First off, say for instance, there's actually a little mobile charging device for your phone, which let's plop mine down back on there. There we go, charging. That's super handy because that way I don't have to waste a plug and I can just set my phone right there. However, there are several plugs along here as well as looks like USB outlets. So nice touch. On the other side, there's also a lamp with plugs and USB outlets. So both Paul and I can keep all of our devices charged. Now, this is a fairly standard king room. It is the entry-level king room here at Planet Hollywood. But when we checked in, they did give us a upgraded view. We are on the 14th floor with a pool view. Let's check it out. Admittedly, the windows aren't big, but we still have a lovely view of the pool, the Planet Hollywood's Flow Rider down there, which is the surf simulator. So if you're familiar with Royal Caribbean, you know that they're on every Royal Caribbean ship. There's looks like 2 pools from what I can tell here, a few jacuzzis. One pool seems like more of a party pool, and the other pool seems like it's more quiet. We can definitely hear the thumping music, but it's not bad. And we know that the pool isn't going to be open past dark, so we're not going to have any trouble sleeping. Beyond that, we have a lovely view of the Cosmopolitan and Aria, and a little bit of view of Bellagio. All in all, though, we are impressed with our room here at Planet Hollywood. I think we're gonna have a great 4-night stay here. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more to show you around Planet Hollywood.
1 hour later.
Okay, so as you saw on the hotel room tour, we have a nice, beautiful soaking tub. Here in the Miracle Mile shops at Planet Hollywood is a Lush where we can buy some bath bombs to use in that beautiful soaking tub. Let's go ahead and see what they got.
Having an option downstairs to buy some bath bombs for the soaking tub is a very smart option. I cannot stress this enough. When you are out and about and tired from a day navigating the strip, the bath bombs at Lush are so handy. Keep in mind these will be about $8 to $10 each, but they also sell bubble bath bars that can be therapeutic after a long day out on the strip.
Later that night.
We went to the Miracle Mile shops, went to Lush, and got some bath bombs and bubble bath for this giant tub here. And I just gotta say, after a long day on the Vegas Strip and for us walking around and filming lots of content, this is a pretty nice way to unwind.
The following day.
All right, folks, it is a hot day here in Las Vegas, so we've decided to check out the Planet Hollywood pool, which means it's time for a wardrobe change. Much better. Let's get going.
All right, guys, Planet Hollywood has 2 different pools to offer. One is the family pool open to all ages, and then one is 21 up only. We're currently hanging out in the family pool because admittedly, it's quieter than the 21 up. 21 up's got some loud pumping music. It's definitely got a party vibe going on over there. A lot of fun. We already spent a little time over there, but because we wanted to film, we decided to come over to the family pool just because it is a little bit quieter. But we, of course, we wanted to show off the pools to you because we know that's a big part of a lot of people's Vegas vacation. That being said, they do have several pool bars as well as some snacks. There's a Vegas markup, and not just a Vegas markup. There is a Vegas pool markup. You're looking at probably $34, $35 for a cocktail, and probably a good $30 for a chicken sandwich. So instead, when we get hungry and thirsty, we're gonna head back downstairs to fill our bellies for hopefully a little bit less. But know that that is an option. However, also beyond that, there are day beds, cabanas, and chairs for rent. All the prices vary and could probably vary depending on demand.
As just kind of a critique, I wish there was more places to store stuff or to at least lock things.
Right.
Even just like lockers that we could just pay for.
A locker would be lovely.
Yeah, a locker system or something that we can just store our stuff, go enjoy the pool. because everyone around is just kind of setting their stuff unless you bought the day beds or other things like cabanas. And I think for me, that's one reason I'm not the hugest fan of the pools, because it kind of forces you into renting a day bed or cabana, and that might not be an expense that you really want to justify paying for.
Alright guys, for those of you seeking a little bit more adventure, Planet Hollywood does have a Flowrider surf simulator. You can get a half-hour session for $35 if you're feeling up to it. Frankly, I'm too old and out of shape. I would break a hip. But for those of you who enjoy this, it's an option, and I do know for a fact a lot of people love the Flowriders. So that might be something you want to look into for yourself. Alrighty folks, we just finished up a quick dip in the pool, and now we are hungry. So we're gonna grab a little lunch at Cafe Hollywood.
All right, everyone, we have just been sat down here at Cafe Hollywood, and I just need to say, this menu is pretty extensive. They have all of your diner staples here, whether you have American, appetizers, Asian, you have a little bit of pastas. There's something here for everyone on the menu.
Alrighty guys, our nachos just arrived, and they came out super quick. I'm not complaining because I'm hungry. There's a giant mound of nachos with looks like beef and black olives and jalapenos and pico de gallo and guacamole and cheese sauce. I'm gonna get a nice little assortment of everything. So I can take the ultimate nacho bite. There we go. Let's dip it in the sour cream a little bit. Classic nachos. Nothing wrong with that. The cheese sauce is nice and creamy. Guacamole is fresh and delicious. Olives, pico, jalapenos, everything I love in nachos. Can't complain at all. Super yummy.
So as we've established, Cafe Hollywood has food of all types. So I decided to go with this pork belly ramen. It has a shoyu broth, soft boiled egg, bok choy, bean sprouts, bamboo shoots, and radishes. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by giving it a taste. Now I can see that the pork belly is nice and crispy here, which I really like that.
That looks so good.
It really does. You got all your noodles in here, the broth, this just looks like pure comfort food. You know, this hits the spot. Like, we were just out at the pool. Let's give this bok choy a taste. That's some good bok choy. And last but not least, go ahead and get some of that pork belly.
It's a lot of pork belly.
It really is. That pork belly, it's cooked nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this ramen while I turn everything over to James, and he'll tell you all about that nice Reuben sandwich.
Alrighty folks, as Paul has already mentioned, I ordered a Reuben because I was feeling something a little bit more traditional lunch-wise here. But I love a Reuben. So we got some shaved corned beef, Swiss cheese, sauerkraut on marble rye bread, the best type of rye bread in my opinion. A little bit of Thousand Island dressing on the side, and some crispy french fries, served in a cute little fry basket. I love when restaurants do this. I don't know why, it makes me happy. I love cute little personal fry baskets. Look at that bad boy. There's so much loaded shaved corned beef. It's cheesy, it's sauerkrauty, everything I want in a Reuben. Let's see how it tastes. That's wonderful. The Swiss cheese is perfectly melted, creamy. The corned beef is nice and salty, fatty, absolutely delicious. The rye bread is just perfectly crisp and toasted. I'm gonna enjoy this, so I'm gonna shut up because I want to eat my lunch. With that being said, before we wrap up here at Cafe Hollywood, I wanted to give a special shout out to our server, Reuben. No relation to my sandwich. I just wanted to say that. Thank you very much, Reuben. If you're watching, we really appreciate you.
One pair of pants later.
All right, guys, it's time for dinner. And while we debated checking out Planet Hollywood's resident steakhouse, Strip House, we decided to switch it up a bit for this video and try something a little more unique instead.
While we love a steakhouse, we figured that you might appreciate us showing off something that you can't find at nearly every Las Vegas resort. So tonight we'll be heading to the Miracle Mile shops conveniently attached to the Planet Hollywood to check out one of the newest additions, Rosa Mexicano.
We're really excited to find out if this new Las Vegas location holds a candle to the hype that the New York original is known for, and if Rosa Mexicano is a good choice for an upscale dinner during your next Vegas vacation.
We have just been sat down at a table here at Rosa Mexicano. They brought out a cute bowl of pink tortilla chips. Now, if you can't tell by the B-roll we're putting over this, Rosa Mexicano's theme is definitely very pink. Now, we just ordered their specialty, which is going to be tableside guacamole or guacamole and molcajete.
My cocktail has arrived, and we are going to have a spicy cucumber margarita. Now, this is made with a Humidor tequila, which is infused with jalapeno and serrano. It also has cucumber. I love spicy cocktails. This is actually a type of spicy cocktail I could be sitting on a beach in Mexico and just enjoying.
And for my beverage tonight, I went with the Dos Equis because I'm a basic bitch. That being said, it's my favorite beer. Can't complain. Alrighty guys, our tableside guac has just been prepared and our ceviche has been dropped off as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the guac. It is so chunky and thick, and I just broke my chip in it. It is so thick, there's so much there. Let's give it a bite. I think he did a tad, a little bit too much salt in my opinion, but it's not unbearable. There is so much other flavors working really well together. There's the tomato, the onion, the cilantro, obviously the avocado. Watching it freshly made, freshly ground up in the molcajete in front of us.
Since James sampled the guacamole, I am going to sample this Ora King salmon belly ceviche. Now, we're going to go ahead and take a taste. You're getting the coolness from that avocado, and the Honeycrisp adds a nice element to it. That it's just a nice crisp sweetness that I haven't had in ceviche before.
All right, guys, words cannot describe adequately how I'm feeling. The presentation is just gorgeous. The steak came out under a glass cloche filled with smoke. What a beautiful presentation. And I will say, it's especially impressive considering it's just a New York strip. Oh my God, look at that. That's a nice little medium rare. I mean, that's almost rare, but I will not complain. I love a rare steak. A little bit of cilantro chimichurri. That cilantro chimichurri is game changing. Game changing. Paul, sweetheart, we need to figure out how to make that at home. I mean, I'm sure it's just replace cilantro instead of parsley. Anyway, the New York strip has a wonderful crispy crust to it. It is very flavorful. It is seasoned perfectly.
Now, I'm excited to try these duck carnitas enchiladas. I'm quite happy about this, so let's give it a taste. That is definitely a mole. I'm getting a little hints of chocolate from it. The duck comes through really well. This is definitely the star of the show. Everything that you may have seen about these on social media, this is what you need to order.
Despite the fact that we are utterly so full, we've heard your demands. We know you want to see the dessert. So we went with a traditional flan, one of my absolute favorite Mexican desserts out there. Let's shut up. Let's get a bite in. It looks so creamy. Such a wonderful vanilla flavor to it. It's super strong too. The caramel is unbelievably strong. I'm regretting the fact that I don't have more room. I highly encourage considering this as an option during your next Vegas vacation.
Now, if you want to tie the knot, Planet Hollywood does have a wedding chapel. They also have a spa and fitness center on the second floor above the casino. Keep in mind the fitness center is smaller and very basic compared to a standard gym, but if you need to get a workout in on vacation, then it should serve your needs. There's also plenty of entertainment on site. Inside the Miracle Mile shops at the V Theater is Zombie Burlesque. There's also the Bach Theater, which hosts headliners and residencies. And you can't forget the Mind Freak and Vegas icon Chris Angel on the second floor above the casino. Stay tuned for our final thoughts on our stay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our very last night here at Planet Hollywood. So we wanted to wrap up with some final thoughts before heading to bed. And I think I speak for both of us when I say, overall, we really enjoyed staying in Planet Hollywood.
I will definitely say this, for the value and price, it cannot be beat.
No.
This is probably my favorite Caesars property that I've stayed at.
So,
with that being said, though, one of the things I do appreciate about Planet Hollywood is it does seem like it is a hotel for a lot of us that may be in the millennial generation.
Agreed.
You have the charging docks, which is great for a lot of us that want to film content. You have the little mini fridge there that is great.
There's no shortage of plugs in the room.
There's enough plugs in this room because normally when we've gone to other hotels, they do not have enough plugs. Now, one thing I will say is that if you are someone that likes to take naps in the middle of the day, this is going to be a little bit of a critical part here.
If you're near the pool. If you are
near in any of the rooms that are near the pool, such as the ones we are in,
yes,
you will hear that loud thumping from the pool area up to your room.
Thumping bass easily came through, so it made it taking a mid-afternoon nap, I don't want to say impossible, but frustrating.
One thing I will also want to say about their casino, you're looking at 8-deck blackjack with 6 to 5, 000 roulette, and some pretty bad odds for craps.
Yeah. Now, we didn't do a lot of gaming here ourselves, but I will say they had a pretty decent selection of slot machines.
Yeah, as far as slots, they have all the most recent games. One thing I do love about Planet Hollywood as well is the wealth of options that are affordable at the Miracle Mile shops.
Yes.
If you want a decent, affordable breakfast, you've got Blondie's and La Salsa Cantina. And if Ocean One is your thing, that's an option as well.
Right. That being said, on the upscale end at Miracle Mile, Rosa Mexicano was delightful.
I was impressed by that.
I was very impressed, and I felt like it was reasonable for what we got. The presentation, the quality of food, the service. We have paid way more than that at other restaurants in Las Vegas for a similar experience. I also want to mention, just outside of food, the Miracle Mile Shops is a great place for a normal person like you and I, and you, likely many of you folks out there.
Those of us that do not have like high dollar budgets, the shops there are affordable enough for us to just shop.
I didn't see anything in there that would seem out of place in our normal suburban mall.
Exactly.
I absolutely would stay here again.
Totally. I would completely stay here again.
And it's a good location. Mm-hmm. You know, right next to the Paris.
And you're right across from Bellagio and Cosmopolitan.
If you're a bougie foodie who likes to pretend that you have more money than you actually do, just like us, there's lots of close options, actually. We have foie gras tastes on liverwurst budget.
I mean, that's a pretty apt description.
On that note, I think the general consensus is that Planet Hollywood is worth a stay, especially for people that are seeking a stay on a budget. It's not the lowest end property, but you still aren't paying anything unbelievably crazy, and you're getting a lot in return. So, if you've enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released every Saturday. On Sundays, we've got Slot Play Sunday coming your way. So if you enjoy slots, that's a thing that we do on this channel too. We have been stopped so many times during this trip by fans. Thank you guys. Please don't ever hesitate to stop and say hello, even if we're filming. We will absolutely turn off the camera and chat, because you folks are the reason that we keep doing this. You are the stars of the show, and if it weren't for you, Paul and I wouldn't be here. On that note, until next weekend, my friends, thanks for watching. We still have a new food haul to review in a few months.
I know, like new food haul.
I'm hoping that they continue the trend of cheap eats that the Miracle Mile shops are known for.
And I'm really hoping that that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.